Welcome back to the show. We're going to finish with our best bets in a second, Bear. That Ravens-Bills game, man, I got nothing still. I don't know how to play this game. I know we talked about it a lot in the Gambling group chat, but I got wagers for every other game. I've made nothing in this game. I don't know where to go.
I don't know. Like it's one of those coin flip type games where we saw the regular season game, like we talked about, and it was an emphatic Ravens win, but so much about the injuries. It was so long ago. It feels like the Ravens are the team that everybody is picking not only to win this week, but to win next week in Kansas City and then win the Super Bowl. So it's a lot of weight for Lamar Jackson to kind of erase a lot of those narratives.
It is, and I'm excited for that game. Obviously, the best game of the weekend. We'll get one other one that I think might surprise people, even though I do like the favorites in a lot of those games. Hope it's not the first one, but let's get to your best bet, Bear. We've had a good run here for best bets. What is yours this weekend?
Another game we discussed off the top. We discussed throughout the show. I like the Eagles minus the 6 against the Rams. I know I'd love for it to hit 5.5 again, but we got to go with the numbers that are posted right now. I'm going to lay the 6. Look, I know you don't want to overreact from the first meeting, but again, it just did not look like a great matchup for the Rams. You look at the Eagles, their offensive line. Look at the scoring drives they had in that first game. 12 plays, 10 plays, 10 plays, 8 plays, 12 plays. Rams couldn't get them off the field. The Eagles just wore them down, both sides of the ball. You look at the forecast for Sunday afternoon, snow flurries, temperatures in the 20s, windy. It just feels like you go in again, the warm weather, the dome, everything that the Rams have been dealing with on and off the field for the last couple of weeks. It just does not feel like a good spot at all for the Rams. And I'm going to lay the points with the Eagles and hope that Jalen Hurts performance last week wasn't a forebearer of things to come.
Your inner excellence is showing right now with the Philadelphia Eagles. I just think the matchup for the Rams is bad. I know that people are going to jump on them because they won last weekend, and they absolutely deserve the utmost credit for it.
They were great.
But again, sort of like the same thing with what I mentioned with other teams. They scored 20 offensive points. That was it. Like they scored the 7 on defense too. Like it wasn't the crispest game. Before that, it was 13, 12, 9, like what 19 points. It wasn't their offense has sputtered a little bit.
Game of the Giants at the Meadowlands. That was a cold weather
Jets game. Yeah. It took them a while to get on sort of on the winning track there. So I'm with you on the Eagles. I think they play better, and their lines are really good. And when their lines are good against the Rams, I think you have a good chance here. All right, Bear. My best bet is a prop.
Like it.
The Kansas City
Chiefs.
Are
we allowed to give props as best bets? We got yelled at for that one.
I know we did. Yeah, I'm giving an exotic wager, Bear, for a best bet. I'm going to do it. Rest is good in the National Football League.
Yes,
and maybe no player in the postseason has shown rest, the value of rest, like Travis Kelce. I'm going over Kelce 5.5 receptions. One, he's talked about this week how excited he is to play again, and just mentally getting that time off helps. But also look. In this Chiefs playoff run, since 2019 season, he's had 8 games where he's had a week or 2 rest, right? He has at least 6 targets in all of those, but those are 2 Super Bowls. Otherwise, it's 10+ targets in the regular playoff games. And he's had at least 6 catches in all those games, all 8 of those games. So he's shown that when he is fresh, he's a different football player. Also, I think when the playoff comes too, Mahomes just looks for him more often. He's this guy.
He knows who exactly.
I mean, look, against Houston in 2016, he had 12 targets, 10 catches. Cleveland in the first game of the next year, 10 targets, 8 catches. Jacksonville 2 years ago, 17 targets, 14 catches. And last year in the postseason against the Dolphins, in that cold weather game.
And that Jacksonville game was the game that Mahomes got hurt.
Yes.
Right. So clearly he's going to look for more there.
10 targets, 7 receptions against the Dolphins last year in that cold game after the bye. So I like Travis Kelce over 5.5 receptions.
Yeah, and you mentioned he's the guy that he knows. But again, I think the fact that you've had Xavier Worthy be much more part of the offense lately. You've had Gray be much more part of the Hollywood. Like all the other guys being there demand more attention. And there's 87 sitting in there. Just
that rest, man. I'm telling you guys, it's you saw with the Rams even last week. Just like how fast they played, mentally, that break off feels so good for a player like Travis Kelce. So I'm glad to see them the Chiefs back this weekend. So I got Kelce there.
Yeah, no, you don't want to root for anybody or say I hope, but I think as an NFL fan, you hope that the Chiefs do win that game and you get the Chiefs versus Buffalo or Baltimore AFC Championship game. It'll be a
common known as the Arrowhead Invitational.
Exactly right. We'll see if we'll see if the Chiefs can get back and go for that three-peat. So. Bear Bets full episodes drop twice a week right here on the Bear Bets YouTube channel. Remember to subscribe to stay ahead of the odds, and let's celebrate all of our wins together.